Hey Pisces, how's it going? So, happy birthday, and this is going to be your reading for March. It's going to be a general reading, and I will add a little bit of a bonus. It's just going to be a longer video. You know, I usually try to keep it up to like 8 minutes to 10. This one is going to be a little bit longer than that, okay? So, let's see. Alright, Pisces, so what was happening in the recent past for Pisces? The Magician, that's good. Princess of Pentacles. Okay, guys, so some kind of opportunity came in, and it could be brought to you from somebody maybe from your past, okay, or it could be something from the past that came in, and it was a great opportunity. With the Magician, it basically means that you had some kind of opportunities to start something new. There could be a raise that you got at work, okay, there could be maybe an opportunity at school, okay, this could also be an opportunity maybe to work somewhere, you know, part-time or something like that. Page or Princess of Pentacles, it's not really a major change, it's not really a major opportunity, but it's something that works for you, you know. And I feel like, again, like I said, with Six of Cups, there could be somebody from your past, maybe something from your past came up. I mean, it is a past position, but you know, it could be a person from the past that brought that opportunity to you, or it could just be something that you've done before, something that was familiar, maybe something like that. Now, I need one more card. The Emperor. You could be dealing with authorities in the recent past, or this could just be you taking a situation under control. There could have been a father figure in your life that played a significant role, okay, in this opportunity. It could be an Aries, you know, in your life that you dealt with, or this was just a situation taken under control. You were in charge of something like that. Very positive past, okay. Now let's see, what can you expect in March? Pisces, March. Judgment. For some of you, it's going to be one of these days in March, okay, is going to be very important, and it's going to put an end to something that maybe was concerning you a lot, okay, with Ten of Swords. 10 is the number of completion. I do see 10 of Swords as, I barely ever see it as a betrayal, but I do see it as an end to a negative cycle, okay, some kind of cycle of events that was driving you nuts. It's coming to an end. So it looks like one of these days, probably in the beginning of March, okay, there will be some kind of news, okay, it could be news coming in, it could be somebody helping you out, or you realizing something, or just some kind of a switch of events. And it's not the Tower card, you know, it's not going to be something that is going to shock you, okay, but I feel like maybe for some of you, you will actually have to deal with some kind of legalities in the beginning of March. You know, it could be literally attending court and figuring something out there, you know, or it could come to you in a different form, you know, not legalities. However, this is something that you've been wishing for, and this is something that is going to make you happy, okay. With Nine of Cups, this is happiness. This is you being satisfied with what you have, you feeling content. So this Judgment, you know, however, whichever form it comes in, it's going to make you really satisfied. So that's really good. Now, what's next, Pisces? Okay. I'm getting interesting cards. Alright, so first of all, I'm getting Three of Swords here. So this could be some kind of disappointment, okay? This could be disappointment, this could be some kind of negative conversation that you might have with somebody, okay? This could be a nasty exchange of words, you know, words could be hurtful, because Three of Swords, it does mean conversations, it does mean words, you know, a lot of times. This is something unpleasant, okay? And Five of Pentacles. Somebody is going to leave you out in the cold, or you are gonna leave somebody out in the cold. And what's really interesting here is that I got an empty card. In this deck, there is, you know, in some decks it's a white card. In this deck, it's a tabula rasa card. You know, this is kind of like the moon. And it doesn't really want to tell you what exactly is going to happen, that somebody might, you know, be left out in the cold, unfortunately. And it's going to be some kind of conversation that's going to lead to that. Let's see what's next. Princess of Wands. Could be a younger fire sign that has something to do with it, okay? Five of Swords. Ace of Cups, it was in reverse, you know, when it was on the floor. And I kind of picked it up and looked at it this way. So I'm assuming, okay, I'm assuming it's an argument. Okay, this could be with somebody younger than you. It could be like a family member. This is not a love reading. So, you know, it does not mean that if you're with somebody right now that you can expect some kind of breakup or some kind of disappointment in the middle of March. Okay, I don't think it's this way. I do believe that there's some kind of conflict that you are gonna have with another person, to the point where somebody is literally gonna feel lonely after this argument. Okay, and this card basically talks about just waiting and seeing what is going to happen. It can't really tell you the details of it, which is, I find weird. Okay, alright, what's next, Pisces? Hopefully it's going to be resolved, because I really don't like seeing these cards, and it's like, it's your birthday month. I think you're gonna come out just fine. Okay, there could be an air sign as well in your life, there could be a fire sign in your life, but this air sign or somebody that you're around, you know, somebody that you usually think is very rational, maybe a little bit on the colder side, but they might actually be a little bit out of control in the month of March, whoever this is. Queen of Swords in reverse talks about somebody a little bit ruthless, okay, somebody that can cut you out easily out of their life. And if it is an air sign, you know, they detach easily, so just watch out for that. Now, However, this could also talk about you not really being rational in regards to this situation that's happening, okay? Of course, it's not going to happen with everybody, you know, this is probably very specific, and I hope it doesn't resonate with anyone, really. Now, with Nine of Pentacles here, this is some kind of a build up to your independence. I feel like there might be a conversation with somebody close to you, there might be an argument with somebody close to you about you choosing your own path. Okay, and somebody may not quite like it, somebody may get in your way. Okay, with Five of Swords is what? This is winning at any cost. Sometimes it could be you hurting other people, for example, just to get to where you need to be, and you don't care how anybody is gonna feel, you know, you need it and you're gonna get through it. However, Pisces is not really that type, so maybe it could be somebody else doing that to you. It could be a work situation, unfortunately, you know, when people are just competing with each other. Okay, however, this is about some kind of financial stability, this is about independence, this is about being content with your maybe work or financial situation. Okay, some people that are really close to you in your life could be involved in that somehow. But here I got the Hanged Man, and the Hanged Man usually does talk about just waiting it out. There are no towers here, guys, so this is not a sudden change. Okay, this is something that you probably already have been dealing with. This is something that you could expect if, for example, you know, you kind of know what I'm talking about, you know who could do that to you, so expect it from them. It does not have to be a fire sign or an air sign. It could just be somebody that is gonna play dirty with you, okay? Or you potentially could play dirty with somebody else in order to achieve what you want, in order to achieve that Nine of Pentacles, when you're content, okay, when you're satisfied with everything. Same with Nine of Cups. This is kind of what you're trying to reach throughout the whole month. You know, you being okay by yourself. You not really being involved with anybody. Okay, what's next, Pisces? And this is me going towards the end of the month, okay? Alright, so... oh, thank God. Well, at least I looked on the bottom of the deck and there's Four of Wands here. Stable home, stability, okay? It is going to be stable. This is just a patch, you know, a rough patch in the middle, beginning towards the middle of the month. So I've got the Hermit. Okay, with the Hermit, this is you just thinking, you know, you could be literally seeking solitude away from other people so you can finally decide and figure out what you need to do next. However, this is also an actual solitude where you just want to be left alone. Okay, at the end of the month, because if I'm not mistaken, Mercury retrograde is coming, and you know, it's going to be a little bit more complicated to communicate with people, especially if you're around people all the time. Like if you work in a big company or something, or if you have a home full of people, you cannot avoid an argument during Mercury retrograde. I've been there. Okay, Now, Two of Pentacles upright. This is juggling, unfortunately. You know, this is why you're going into the hermit mode. You are really strong with Strength card, okay? Mentally, you're fine. But there is something that might come up that will kind of make you juggle, okay? And when you're in the hermit mode, you have to figure out what to choose out of these two options. Unfortunately, you know, this is not looking really amazing, I should say, just because of this conflict that you might experience, okay, in the middle of the month. However, you know I see you're fine, okay? You will have to do a lot of thinking at the end of the month. You might have to start juggling something, okay? However, I do believe that it's going to be fine. Now let me pull outcome cards for you guys just to see what you can expect. What is the outcome for Pisces for March 2018? Two of Wands, Page of Cups, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the Moon. Ugh, I don't like how I'm getting these unknown cards. You know, it's like usually they mean just wait a little longer and you will find out what's happening. I don't think it's about some kind of secrets, to be honest with you. I think it's just more events will be coming up in your life where you might feel a little bit confused. Four of Pentacles, holding back for some reason, okay? Holding back and not quite focusing on the right things. However, with Two of Wands, this is planning the future out. You know, this is looking out into the future. This is staying positive about the future. You know, it could be being at the crossroads, but in a positive way. Even though you are juggling this month, but you're kind of halfway there, you know, with your plan making. With Page of Cups, this is usually some kind of good news coming in the end, okay? So it could be some kind of exciting news that you could hear about your family members. This could be okay in love department, where, you know, the person that loves you is trying to make you feel good, you know, regardless of the events that are going on, okay? Or it could be somebody that just, I don't know, this is just a flirty, lighthearted energy that you're gonna have throughout the month, which is really good to hear, you know. And with Ace of Pentacles in reverse, this is you putting a delay. It's not going to be the change of events that is going to put a delay on something that you want. I feel like it's going to be you slowing down, okay? Because there are a couple of things that you need to put in order. For example, that juggling thing, okay? Or Two of Wands, you need to come up with a plan of some sort, and this is what you're going to be focused on this month. Ace of Pentacles in reverse is just a delay on some kind of a practical start, okay? This could be this job opportunity that comes up in the beginning of the month, and then you think it through with the hermit mode and you're like, no, you know, maybe I should stay where I'm at. Also, Ace of Pentacles is a delay on a purchase. I could rephrase it that, you know, this conflict that you might potentially experience in the middle of the month could indicate that somebody does not want you to spend your money on something, you know. This is not something crazy where it's not, trust me. You know, the cards are always, they were always super negative in the spread, but in the actual life, they don't play out that harsh. And this is what I always, you know, tell people that get really, really negative cards in their personal readings, is that, you know, it might look really bad, it might look crazy. However, in reality, it's not that harsh. You know, even the Tower in reality is not that harsh. I actually want to make videos eventually about each card, you know, it's like maybe major arcanas, how they play out in real life, examples, you know, real life examples, how they play out. I think it would be interesting. I don't know, let me know. Okay, so what advice could you give Pisces for their birthday month? What should they do to avoid negativity? However, you know, with the with Mercury retrograde, it's kind of not easy. Eight of Cups in reverse, I got. This is what you should do to avoid negativity. Don't walk away from someone. This is kind of what it's asking you, okay? Eight of Cups is walking away from something or someone that does not make you feel good anymore. Somebody that's just completely worthless in your life. Somebody that keeps hurting you, okay? And you make a solid decision to leave that person, that situation, that job. In reverse, it's talking about something completely opposite. This is resisting, you know, to walk away. This is not walking away yet. It's asking you not to walk away, you know. So just stay strong throughout the month and deal with people that you know, they are probably close to you. They are, but you know, everybody has their own temperament, I should say, and sometimes we argue, you know, and it's okay. Now, what shouldn't Pisces do in March? What shouldn't they do? Because you know, some of it could be mistakes that you could have made. The Chariot in reverse. The Chariot in reverse is getting stuck. Don't be stuck, okay? Stop juggling. Make plans. Don't be in the hermit mode for too long. Just keep moving, okay? And it's going to bring you lots of positive changes. The Chariot in reverse is just literally no movement forward. It's getting stuck. So this isn't a position what not to do. Don't get stuck, okay, guys? All right, Pisces, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'm gonna see you in my love spread for March. Thank you so much. Bye bye.